Good morning, and thank you for tuning in. Rose Ward, stampersdelight.com. Grab your coffee, grab your tea, and come stamp with me. Welcome back for another Fun Fold Friday. Just a couple of reminders. You can get that mug that I'm using and other stamping apparel. Just go to stampersdelightshop.com. Today is the last day to sign up for my online fall retreat. The link is below, or will be below, for what you will receive this suite plus the So Sincere stamp set, 10 projects all cut and ready to go. Plus you'll get a video tutorial to help you each step of the way. Good morning, Jennifer. Another reminder that you can join the September Global Craft Party with Donna Gray and myself for the U.S. That'll start Saturday at 9 a.m. on the 23rd. You'll also receive some products. If you don't get the products in time, don't worry. You don't need those in order to do the craft party. Those are a gift for joining. Also for this month, when you place a $50 catalog order with me, before shipping and tax, you will get a downloadable PDF with 40 card samples using our in-color combinations for the rich regals. Good morning, Mary Ellen. Good morning, Tracy. And I think we're going to get started. Okay, so for today's fun fold, as soon as I saw this suite, I knew what I had to do with it. This is the Beary Christmas suite on page 22. If you're following along with your catalog, the suite has, of course, the stamp set and punch, the new Snowflake Sky embossing folder, some gems, the ribbon, the Memories and More cards and envelopes, and of course the designer series paper. It's a really cute set. I love the polar bears. So first I'm going to show you a couple of cards that I posted before I left for my trip. I will be leaving again on the 25th for 2 weeks. My 3 friends from junior high school and I are doing a cross-country trip. We're going to go from New York to New Jersey to North Carolina and then across to California to drop off my husband's car to my son. So that should be exciting. So here is one of the cards that I did with the designer series paper, the punch, and of course you have to fussy cut some of those out. So this was one card that I did. Again, I had posted these before I left. This is with the Memories and More cards and envelopes. This is really pretty simple. I mean, you get the card and envelope, and then you just glue one of those cards onto it, add your gems or ribbon if you want, and you got yourself a cute card for the holidays. The second one I did with the same Memories and More kit is I just layered the large one and the small one, and I added some of that beautiful ribbon, and there I have another card. Okay, I'm going to put these aside. All the cards, still shots, will be on my blog later today. So here's the punch, and we have that beautiful Snowflake Sky, which I've been using on a lot of items. And then here is the very cute Christmas set. What I'm going to do is I am going to bring in a piece of Balmy Blue. I'm going to cut this. Just grab my paper trimmer because I'm going to make 2 cards. So I'm going to do 2 fun folds, but they're going to be a little bit different. I am going to cut this at 4 1/4. I am going to then, this is a Z-fold card, so 2 different Z-fold cards you're going to see. I'm sure you've seen these before, but again, when I saw this set, I just knew I had to do this card. I am going to score that at 2 3/4 and 5 1/2. I'm going to do the same thing with this piece because, like I said, I'm going to do 2 Z-fold cards, a little bit different. Again, don't worry about the dimensions. They will be on my blog and I will add them to the description later. And this is at 2 3/4, 5 1/2. Okay, so there's my 2 card bases. I'll just put this over here for now. I'm going to bring in a piece of that designer series paper, and I wanted to use the background paper of this. Now, to get these to fit, you have to do a little juggling here. So I already know that this piece right here, I want it to be 4 by 5 1/4, and I don't want to cut off anything here. So I'm going to go in, and first I'm going to cut this at 6 inches. And this piece I will be saving. I'm going to then, let me see. See, I already forgot. I want it to go this way. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this down at 5 1/4 for this piece right here. And then I'm just going to start trimming it up a little bit. So this has to be 4 inches, but if I do it at 4 inches, I'm going to cut him off. So I'm going to slide that down, and I am going to bring it in at 4 1/2. Again, keeping these strips. I'm going to flip it the other way, and then I'm going to cut it here at 4 inches. So now I saved all of my images that I wanted, and that's going to fit right inside here. I'm going to do the same thing with this other piece. So I am going to first cut off the bottom piece here on this one. So I'm going to bring that in, and again, this is at 5 1/2, and perfect. I don't cut any of their feet off. Then I'm going to flip it around, and I'm going to go at 4 inches. Good morning, Gloria. Hi, Pam. I'm going to go at 4 inches and cut that. Again, keeping all my strips. Now, I want this at 5 1/4. I don't want to cut him off, so I'm going to flip it around and go to 5 1/4 here. And it's just, I don't want to cut that off, so I'm going to move it up again to 5 1/2. Cut that off. So like I said, you got to do a little playing with this. And then 5 1/4. So now I have another background for this card. All right, we're going to put that over there. I'm going to start with this one because I already know that's going in there. What I'm going to do is I am going to burnish this really well. And I can go ahead and glue that down. I'm using my Stampin' Seal. You can use whatever adhesive you like. I prefer the Stampin' Seal when I can use that. And we're going to go with that. Now, this piece right here that I saved, which is just dark blue, I'm going to cut 2 more pieces here. And these 2 pieces are going to be 2 inches by 2 1/2. So I want 2 inches by 2 1/2. And that's wrong. I'm sorry. I need 2 pieces of 2 1/2 by 4. So I need 2 1/2 by 4. And another piece of 2 1/2 by 4. That's why I say just wait till I'm done in case I make a mistake. And that's by 4. I'm going to then go ahead and glue these down. I'm going to use the snowflake side for this one. And then on the inside, you could use this piece if you want, but I want to keep that beautiful blue paper. So I am going to do it this way. And there's the start of my Z-fold card. Now what I need to do is I need to cut a strip of 1 1/4 by 11. You can actually use this smaller. You could do it at 1 inch. You could do it at 3/4 of an inch, just depending on how wide you want that. I want this one to be 1 1/4 inches. By 11, which it already is. And I'm going to go ahead again and score that. Same measurements, 2 1/4 and 5 1/2. That piece is going to get folded, and that is going to be my strip for my base of my Z-fold card. So that's going to go right there. I'm going to pull it all the way down so you see a little bit of that bare. But I want to add some designer series paper to this. So I'm going to grab these pieces that I have here, and I'm going to use I'm not sure which side I'm going to use yet. Let's use this scrap first. We want this at 1 inch. Let's just see what I'm going to cut off here. Okay, let's do that at 1 inch. And this has to be 1 inch by 5 1/4. And then I'm going to grab this one because I'm using my scraps. 1 inch. It's a great way to use your scraps up. 1 inch by 2 1/2. So we're going to go with 2 1/2. And I need 2 of those. So let's grab this other little piece I have here and do that at 1 inch. And again at 2 1/2. Keep that over there. Now these are going to get laid down on this. Now you can use either side. You see that has a little bit of the glaciers, but I'm going to use this side. I'll show you an alternative to that also when I'm done. Good morning, Janice. Good morning, Deb. How are you this morning? I'm going to go ahead and glue these down. Add that right there. I'm going to go ahead and glue this down because I want this so that I can tell where I want to put everything. So I'm going to flip this over, keeping it folded. I find is the easiest way to do this. I'm using, again, my Stamp and Seal. You can use your liquid glue or your tear and tape. You want something that's going to hold. And then I'm going to lay that right down at the bottom. There's my Z-fold card with the strip. Now I'm going to start decorating that. So the first thing I'm going to do is on the inside, I'm going to grab a piece of white. And I have a piece that I've been using, so we'll use this. And I am going to cut that at 2 1/2. And that should already be at 4. So that's 2 1/2 by 4. We'll save that. I'm going to bring in my sentiment. And I'm going to use the Christmas is Better Together. I used Balmy Blue, so now I'm going to use my Misty Moonlight. And let me just grab my mat. You want to use the paper piercing mat when you have photopolymer stamps. I'm going to do this at the top, and you'll see why in a minute. So there's the inside. This fits right inside here with just a little bit. I'm going to trim it down. I had that at 2 1/2. Okay, I'm going to just trim a little bit off so that I see more of that dark blue. But that's what I start at, okay? And then I just cut it down to where I want it. Sometimes I don't have measurements. I just play around with it until I get it where I want. So now I see a little bit more of that blue area. Good morning, Susan. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel. Follow me on Facebook so you can see when I add a new video, go live, or post some new cards. So there we have that. Again, it's closing. Now for this, some of these I've already cut out because you do have to do a little fussy cutting. For this one, I've already cut out that bear. So I want that bear right there. And now what I need is a tree. So I am going to bring in this tree stamps and my old olive. I'm going to take this full strength right there. This one I am going to ink up in the old olive, but I am going to tap it off once. I want it a little bit lighter. And now I have my tree. I'm going to take my paper snips and I am going to fussy cut that. How many people like to fussy cut? I know some people don't, and some people find it therapeutic. It doesn't have to be perfect. I said that on my last video, and everybody loved it. It's about the fun, not the perfection. And I'm just going to cut this. I'm going to cut that off that way. There we go. Now what I'm going to do is I am going to put my tree right there. I'm going to put my bear right there. So now you see why I wanted this bear. I'm going to grab some dimensionals. And this is the end of this one. So I am just going to cut those like this because we want to use all the dimensional pieces. And we're going to add that right there. I'm going to lay my tree right here. And I'm going to grab another dimensional. That's a big piece, but that's all right. And we're going to add that right here. So I'm going to tuck him in there. What I'm going to do is I am going to bring in my Stella. I know that's back ordered. There are some things that are back ordered. Just bear with us while we get those back in stock. I'm adding a little bit of Stella. I just want to get some more. I think this needs to be squeezed a little bit. There we go. Ooh, that's way too much. Okay, I'm going to add a little more Stella. Sometimes I squish this a little bit too much, and I am really going to give him some shimmer. Then what I'm going to do, I'm going to open that up. Should have done this before, but you can still go in there. I'm adding some shimmer right to the designer series paper. So these guys are shimmery, and so are the glaciers. You can definitely use your Stella on designer series paper. Thank you, Susan. Yes, and I always forget to tell you, share my videos. That's what keeps us going. So there I have Christmas is Better Together. I'm going to grab warm Christmas wishes or warm wishes. I'm going to go back into my Misty Moonlight. I'm going to grab an edge of this because we like to use all the pieces. And then I'm going to just trim that. I'm just going to trim that up a little bit. There we go. And that's going to go right here. And that is also going to go on with dimensionals. Let me move this out of the way. I like to prepare a few things ahead of time so you don't have to see me cutting everything. Add those on there. And we're going to add that right there. Now, you might be asking, well, where are you going to sign it? I am going to sign it on the back. I'm going to take a piece of 4 by 5 1/4. I'm going to stamp Merry Christmas. Whoop, didn't like the way that one came out. So I will flip that over. Because I didn't use my mat. I know, that's what you're all telling me. I'm going to take the cute little bear. I'm going to put him right here. And maybe that little bear. He's so cute. We're going to put him right there. And then I am going to put that on the back of my card. Remember, there's 2 sides to the cardstock in case you make a mistake. I'm going to flip that over. I'm going to lay that right here. So this is where you would sign your card. I'm going to bring in those gems. And I'm going to add some of those gems. So let's add one right there. And there you have a Z-fold card using that beautiful designer series paper. I'm going to grab an envelope, no naked envelopes, and I am going to do the tree. Stamp that off once. I don't want it. There we go. I'll bring in that cute little bear. And then on the back side, I'll just put the little bear. And now I have a matching envelope for this gorgeous Z-fold card. Hi, Patty. How are you? Now let me show you an alternate to that, which is right here. Same idea, okay? But you see this, I use the snowflakes. On this one, I used the plain blue. And I put the warm wishes inside here. So those are just 2 different ways you can do this. Okay. So there's 2 ideas for that. A little bit different. Again, still shots will be on my blog later. I'm going to show you another one that I did. This one using the different designer series paper and then using the opposite side for the snowflakes. And I have the 3 bears following each other. Inside, I have a bear sitting next to the tree. So same measurements, same idea. This one I didn't put anything on the back. I figured you could sign it there if you wanted to. But again, you could put something, another piece on the back and sign it there. So here is another alternate for that Z-fold card. Thank you, Pam. Hi, Beth. I hope you're doing well. Now let's take the other piece that I've already cut and let's just fold that up. And let's just do this out of the way. All right, so I have that. I was just looking for my bone folder, which is right here. I am going to give that a good scoring. I'm being real safe here, or hopefully. Let me grab a sip of coffee. Thank you, Karen. Hi, Patsy. All right. So for the next one, I have this piece already cut, and that's going to go right inside there. Such adorable little cards. And I'm going to tell you why I'm changing this one. Now, if I put that strip like this on this Z-fold, it will hide those cute little bears, and I don't want to do that. I'm going to go ahead with this paper. I'm going to grab this piece again. I'm going to cut 2 pieces, and I'm going to do 2.5 by 4, same measurements. 2.5 by 4. And those are for here. Now again, I'm going to use this piece right there. I think that was too small, but it'll work. I think I might have cut it a little short. So we're going to go ahead and do this right there. And then this piece is actually going to go inside here. Okay, I did cut that a little bit shorter than the 2.5, but we can use it. We're not going to waste it. I'm going to put that right in there. So now my Z-fold card is the same way, but there's no strip on the bottom because I would cut his cute little face off. So now let's bring in another piece of white. I guess I got to grab another piece here. Oh, might have a piece in here. There we go. I'm going to take this bear, and I'm going to go with the Misty Moonlight. And this, what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp it and punch it out. So I'm going to go ahead right here, stamp that. Using the punch, I'm going to punch that out. I want to get it right, and it's not easy to do when I'm on camera. Okay, whoop, because my hands shake. Okay, there's one bear. I'm going to do a second one. I'm not sure if I'm going to use it, but while I'm doing this, I might as well. And I'm going to just get that in there. And punch that out. So I have 2 to work with. This bear can go right here. And again, I'm going to do a tree. Let's see. Well, I think I can use this for the tree. Yep. I can fussy cut that out. Stamping it off once. And we'll go right inside there. Not sure I'm going to use both of those yet, but we'll see. While I'm doing it, I like to have extras just in case. And we're going to trim that. Just fussy cut that. Like I said, this is a really cute set. Polar bears are so cute. I always think of Coca-Cola when I see the polar bears. What about you? And I love those Christmas commercials with the polar bears. Okay. I actually think I'm going to change that. I'm going to have the bear there and the tree here. And then I'm going to bring in one of the little bears that I already cut. He's going to go right here. So you can see the little bear sleeping. Okay, so that's the way I'm going to do those. I'm going to flip those over. I'm going to grab some dimensionals. I'm going to lay that one down. I'm going to pull it up just a little bit. You can see I'm just using the 1 dimensional. You want to make sure it's over far enough so your card still closes. It fits in the envelope. And this guy, I want to add the dimensional close to the front of the bear. I don't want it sticking over there. We're going to do the little bear right here. And now, when you look at it, you can see the sleeping bear there. And when you open it up, it looks like that. All right, so now let's do the inside. Again, I'm going to do warm wishes. I still have a piece here. I think that will work perfectly. And I'm just going to trim that down. You can see I'm not using any measurements. I'm just trimming it to where I want it. It's probably like 1 inch by 1 3/4. I'm going to put that one right here. Again, you're going to see an alternate for this. Put that one right there. On the inside, I'm going to grab this other piece of white that I had, and I'm going to grab that Christmas Together. And I'm going to stamp that up to the top. But this time, I'm going to cut it even smaller. So this is 2 3/4. And I'm going to flip that over and make it a little bit smaller. So again, I'm just playing with these pieces. That's going to go right inside here. So you have that on the inside. Hi, Kathleen. How are you? And I'm going to put Christmas Together there. So now when you see the card, it goes like that. On the back side, I'm going to grab another piece of basic white, 4 by 5 1/4. And I'm going to do the Merry Christmas. And then I'm going to grab those bears. And this one, I think I'll have, no, I'll use this one. I'm going to do this one right here. So this is where you would sign the card. We're going to take the little polar bear, have him right there. And then we're going to glue that. Before I forget, if you join my paper share, they will be going out today. Please note that the only paper that I was unable to get at this time is the glow in the dark. But I didn't want to hold the paper shares up, so I am going to send those out. And then as soon as the glow in the dark paper is available, I will send that out separately. There is my card using that beautiful designer series paper as my base. I'm going to bring in the gems. And I'm going to add some of those. Again, I'm using the clear ones. I think they're considered silver. That one. No, we'll just go with another one. Come on. And I'm just going to add those right here. I'm going to bring in my envelope. And I'm just going to grab the bears again. What if you used a piece of the dark blue and made a border? You could do that, Pam, yes. You could use a border for the dark blue. I mean, for the sentiment. Remember that I'm just giving you ideas. You can play with these and change them up any way you want. Oh, got a little smudge there, but we'll forget that. And then here is the Z-fold card without that border. And there's the back side. So let me show you another one that I did. And this one just has the bear going the opposite way. So you can change these up by using whatever part of that stamp set and bundle that you want. But there's 2 different ways to do that. What did you think about the 2 Z-fold cards? You like those? How about we do one more card on the fly? Let's see. I'm going to bring in my Memories and More here. Memories and More are great. They're also great for scrapbooking. I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. I'm going to use the blue, that I know. Want to see one more? Let's use these. Okay, so this is very vanilla. So we're going to go with very vanilla on that. I'm going to fold this. I have some very vanilla pieces already cut. I'm going to use that piece. But what I'm going to do this time is, as soon as I find it, because it's buried, I'm going to use my embossing folder. And I am going to emboss that with the stars. So I'm going to put that right in here. I'm going to bring in my machine. Super cute cards. Thank you, Tracy. Yes, definitely comment. Ask me any questions. I will get to those later. But I do try to answer everybody the same day. Don't forget, if you'd like to join my team in the Stampin' Up! Family, you can go to stampersdelight.com and join the fun. If you have any questions, just ask me. Okay, so there we have that right there. Let's bring in one of these cards. You can see they're really cute. The gift, oh, that's cute. Again, this is, I want that saying going that way, so let's see what other ones we have. Yeah, that's the one I want. Okay, I'm going to bring in that beautiful ribbon. And it's got some sparkle to it, and we all like the sparkles. So I'm going to go ahead and wrap that around this way. And everything's getting buried over here. So we're going to cut that off. I'm going to lay that down right here. And then this card I'm going to put right on the top. I'm going to use dimensionals for that. Got some more that I want to cut up and use. I love being able to open a new pack of dimensionals. I'm going to go ahead and put these right here. I think, did I cut this one? I didn't cut this one yet. I'm going to add that right here. Okay. Now I have some of those little guys already cut out, so I might use them. I'm not sure. I think I need the little ones. Let's grab a couple little ones. I think I have, do I have another little one? I do. I really think I only need one right there. Cute little card. Okay, so before I do that, this ribbon is a little thicker than I normally tie bows with, but let's see how it works. It's a little thick for me, but it does tie. I may put that on. Remember, this is a card on the fly. I'm not sure what I'm doing with it yet. But let's try it and see. That tighter. Put it this way. Oh yeah, that works. Okay, for this I'm going to use my Stampin' Seal. Put a lot on there because it is a thicker ribbon. I'm going to just cut that just a hair. Whoop. Jeez, come on. There we go. Actually, I'm going to put him right there. How cute is that? All right, so I am going to really layer this up. My Stampin' Seal, I'm going to put that little bear right there. And then I think, yeah, there we go. And then I'm going to bring in the gems, which again are buried somewhere here. Okay, anybody spot them on the table? I know they're here. Somebody tell me where. I want my gems. Let me just move this stuff here. Don't see them. I'll just open another pack. I'll be using them for sure. And this one I want this to pop out more, so I'm going to use the gray. Put that one, where do I want it? I'm still looking to see where, I think I'll put it right. I can't decide. Right there. There we go. Good morning, Joan. There I have a super quick, easy card. Give the gift of Christmas cheer. And of course, the inside I can stamp. And with that, I'm going to put, let's see, what saying do I? Give the gift of Christmas cheer. Christmas together is better. I love that. I'm going to bring in my mat here. And then I'm going to bring in the larger bear. Put him right here. And then I'll bring in the baby bear. And there I have a super cute card for Christmas. So I hope you enjoyed the card on the fly. I'll bring in the other cards again. And still shots will be on my blog later. So my question is, which one's your favorite? Again, these are the same, just a little bit different here. We have this one with the little footprints. Which one's your favorite? Put it in the comments for me. We have this one. You can see I love the bears. And then this one. And then, of course, the other ones that I had posted before I went away was this one with the memories and more. Oop, let me just put those there. And we have this one. And then this one. Beth, you love them all. Thank you so much, Beth. I appreciate that. So as I had mentioned in my last video, I have some things to give away. Compliments of my son and daughter-in-law at the Little Shop of Gore for Halloween. So the first giveaway, and all you have to do is comment on Facebook or YouTube. And I don't want to mess this up, so and I'm going to randomly pick somebody that commented or shared my videos to win. So this week's giveaway is this cute little skeleton bag, perfect for Halloween, for your children or your grandchildren. And the winner, drum roll, the winner of the bag is Denise Valaducci. And Denise, I always hope I say your name right. So Denise Valaducci won this cute canvas bag. I will be sending that out to you. Enjoy it. I'm sure either your grandchildren will or children. The next one that I'm going to be giving away next Friday is this t-shirt. And I'm not really a horror fan, but this is from Children of the Elote. So that is a Halloween type movie. So I have this t-shirt. The t-shirt is a size large. And I will be giving that away next Friday. So all you have to do is comment on this video, share it on YouTube, Facebook, whatever, and your name will be in the drawing for the free t-shirt. I hope you enjoyed today's video and the Z-Fold Fun Folds. And until next time, keep